God bless everyone, Inspiring Theology back for another video, and it's been a while. In this video, I want to talk about how to survive the coronavirus with faith and touch on what that looks like and what it doesn't look like. In everything discussed, I hope this video helps someone out there to not lose touch with their faith during these trying and delicate times. I thought it would make the most sense to start off with what surviving the coronavirus with faith doesn't look like, as there are a lot of misconceptions Christians have about this. Many Christians have an error belief that because God is all-powerful, that they do not need to take precautions to protect against the coronavirus. Meaning, some Christians are not wearing masks when they go outside, and some are not even practicing social distancing in public. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3, "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." We know that the coronavirus is airborne, and so going outside without taking protective measures like social distancing or wearing a mask is just asking for danger. It is one thing for God to deliver us out of danger that is unavoidable, like persecution, but it is another thing for Him to deliver us out of self-imposed danger. We should not put ourselves purposely in danger because of a misguided notion that, well, God will protect me from everything. That would be like eating unhealthy junk food for months and saying, God will protect me from all heart attacks or any health issues in general, when you know you've been eating poorly. Surviving the coronavirus pandemic with faith also doesn't mean recklessly evangelizing, keyword recklessly, and laying hands on anyone outside, as that would expose one to the virus needlessly. I'm not saying we shouldn't evangelize at all, but that we should do so in a way that does not put our lives in extra danger. Surviving the coronavirus with faith also doesn't mean offering people a false hope that this will all be over soon, as we really don't know when it will end, or that if someone does catch the virus, we tell them, God will heal you. He very well can, but it's different when people say He will when He doesn't want to. Faith and positive thinking are not the same thing, and Christians too often conflate the two as if the same. Worse yet, many Christians proclaim healing over someone out of positivity and not out of true faith, which is always built on revelation and not emotions. It is much better to be realistic about the situation the world faces and add that God is sovereign and that His purpose will stand despite any circumstance. Alright, so now let's talk about what surviving the coronavirus pandemic does look like. Surviving the coronavirus with faith looks like taking the right precautions as already mentioned, but also not worrying that any mistake of our own will lead to us getting the coronavirus and possibly dying. For example, if you forget to wear your mask one day, that does not mean God's protection over you will now somehow fail because you were negligent, though not purposely so. Surviving the coronavirus with faith also looks like not worrying excessively if you've been laid off from your job, but also looks like you looking for some alternative income in the meantime, and not expecting for God to just work things miraculously, which again He very well can, but remember, faith without works is dead. In fact, that's what the Bible says in James 2:26. For as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead. Many Christians say, God got me, as a cover-up for their dead faith. If you have faith that you will survive this pandemic, then you're going outside and going about your everyday business without fear of death lingering in your mind. Surviving the coronavirus with faith also looks like believing that people will still be saved and that God will make good, even out of all the bad the coronavirus has brought upon the world. I know all these things I've spoken about are easier said than done, but let's remember what the Bible says in 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. And that's all I have for this video, how to survive the coronavirus with faith. Stay subscribed or subscribe if you're new, as I will be making some more new and fresh videos in terms of editing, the visuals you see, and all that good stuff on a more consistent basis than I have in the past. Once again, thank you for watching, and remember to seek that wisdom from above.